All right. Thank you everyone for joining on Valentine's Day today for our event. So we're gonna go through a few dogs. If you haven't been on any of these events before, I'll give you a little bit of the rundown. So first things first, please stay on mute the whole time. I don't think you can unmute yourself, but if you can, please refrain from doing that. It's just going to let us ensure that everyone is able to ask questions. So we're going to ask you to use the bottom right chat on your screen. You'll see there's an option to get a chat box open. If you have any questions, please just type your questions in there, and then I'll ask those questions to the foster. So it's a little bit more like having a conversation. We have quite a few folks from the rescue on as well who can help answer any basic questions about weight, age, things like that. So please use that chat box. If you have filled out an application and you're interested in meeting any of these dogs or pursuing them further, please work with your application coordinator. They can help set that up from there. If you haven't filled out an application yet, please go onto our website, lcarescue.org, and you can fill out an application there. If you have filled out an application, you haven't heard from us, I think we're maybe a little bit behind on them. We're getting through them as fast as we can, and we'll be back to you on that. So with that, I'm going to kick over to our first foster, Nemo.
Say again.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hi there. This is Nemo. Nemo arrived yesterday. He's about 10 years old. Nemo, show your face to the camera, your better side. Turn around. Good boy. Nemo is about 10 years old. He was surrendered by his family to a shelter. And as you can see, he's very confused and sad. He doesn't quite know what to make out of life. So we're trying to tell him that life will be good. He's very mellow, being 10 years old. He doesn't weigh much under all that fluff. He's about 39 pounds. He walks beautifully on the leash. You can walk him on your pinky finger. Very nice and slow. If you're looking for a hiking partner or a running partner, this is not your guy. If you're looking for someone that will share a cozy Valentine Day with you, well, he might be your man. He seems to be house trained. He's good with other dogs. My Carly is photobombing in the background. I don't know if you can see her. I have 4 dogs of my own, and he kind of coexists with them. He doesn't really play yet. He's still sort of nervous and not sure what his part is. I'm told by the shelter that he's not good with cats. And given that he's older and mellow, I would suggest older, respectful children only. No screaming toddlers for this gentleman. When he came to the shelter, his mouth was a bit of a mess. They had to do a dental. A few teeth were removed. So we've been feeding him soft food, which he seems to enjoy very much. And you can see his tongue is sticking out a little bit. That's very cute. And yeah, that's about it. He slept through the night in the crate, no complaints, and the crate was clean and dry in the morning. So that's my definition of a wonderful foster. Hi there.
I love the little tongue sticking out.
Yeah, I think some of the teeth that are missing are in front, which is funny because one of my dogs is missing teeth on the side, so his tongue sticks out on the side. Nemo's now trying to lick the phone. We don't know if he knows any commands yet. I tried to ask him to sit, but as I said, he's still too confused about everything else. So at the moment, we're just working on be cute, learn the house, and so on. He loves the snow. Unlike a lot of our southern fosters that come up here and look at snow and go, oh my goodness, what is that? This fluffy guy, as you can imagine, loves the snow. He walks around in it, tries to lick and eat it. Hi. And yeah, this is Nemo.
He looks like a little polar bear. I'm not surprised.
I know, I know. I mean, the breed is a complete guess, and if I had to guess, I would say yes, he's a mini polar bear. But officially, he's listed as a Shepherd Shiba Inu mix. Your guess is as good as anything else. I would say something in the Spitz family, but who knows? Again, 10 years old and 39 pounds. He looks bigger because there's a lot of fluff under here. Face to the camera, Nemo.
And yeah, like Esty said, he just came up yesterday, so definitely decompressing, getting used to his surroundings. Great that we can have him on video for our first look today, but yeah, they usually, all of our fosters, we say take a couple days just to, get used to being in a home. So it looks like
exactly. He will do great in a quiet home that will just give him time to relax. He's very, very low key, so I would say, would be fine in a home that doesn't have high energy. We do a slow walk around the block twice a day. He loves his walk around the block, but slow and steady. This is not a sprinter.
It looks very trusting. Doesn't look like he's trying to go anywhere. He just wants to be
No. He's fine. He will come to you if you're sitting down. If you walk over to him, he will sort of back away because he's a little bit nervous still.
Yeah.
But giving him time, as you can see, he'll sniff our hands and just, yeah.
So cute. Does anyone have any questions about Nemo?
And I forgot to mention, he's very quiet. He would be fine for an apartment because he's not a barker, and obviously the energy level, he does not take up a whole lot of space and doesn't run around.
Got it. Yeah, someone just asked, do you think he would be overwhelmed walking on a city block?
I think he would be fine. I mean, he would be overwhelmed if a screaming toddler runs at him, hands waving. But if people are just minding their business and walking around, he will be fine.
Got it.
I think. Again, I haven't tested it.
Early. Yeah.
But if the weather is a little bit better, I'll try to walk him in downtown Port Jefferson, which is where I live, and see if there are, people and such around. Right now, it's kind of dead. So.
Yeah, it's not great outside. So yeah, like we said, he's only been here for a couple days, so not even like 24 hours at this point. So we'll see how he is over the next couple days, get a better idea of his personality. All right. Any other questions? All right, then we will move on to our next foster, Patty. Oh, Jen, you are unmuted. There you go.
How are we doing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Patty's a little unsure where she wants to find. We got some help. Maybe that'll work. Good girl. So Patty is about a little less than 2 years old. She is a shy, sweet, loving girl. She definitely would do best in a quiet home. Somebody who's just willing to give her some time and patience to open up. Since I got her maybe 3 or 4 days now, she's done amazing. Every day, little, bursts of energy, starting to want to play a little bit, getting a little more comfortable. So far, we're house and crate trains. She needs a little coaxing in the crate, but once she's in, she's fine. She's probably about 50 pounds. She could use a couple more. She's a little picky with her food. We did a little intro today with the other dog, our more mellow dog, and she was interested, but still a little shy. So if I had to guess, eventually, yep, she'll be good with dogs. Just because of our shy nature, everything just needs to be slow. We noticed that when she meets somebody new, if you come in and kind of squat down or kneel down, She'll approach you. She loves to give some kisses. She loves being rubbed, enjoys her belly rubbed. Definitely craves some attention. Loud household, maybe, a very active family wouldn't be best for her. Was good on leash. Took well to correction. Enjoyed sniffing just about everything. But yeah, she's an awesome, overall, she's a great gal. Cats, I don't know. I don't have any. Children, I don't know. I don't have any young children. I guess older children, I think, would be better for her, respectful, but not active. Energy level, I really can't say for sure. She is a puppy. So I think once she's comfortable and settled, she'll probably have somewhere between the low and medium energy, just like a typical puppy would. Today she enjoyed playing in the snow, running around, and it was quick, a few minutes, and then she came in for her little nap and belly rub. But absolutely gorgeous. I think she's a shepherd retriever mix. Best guess.
You look so fluffy.
She's so soft. She really.
You just see it. And she looks very loving. Saw the face kissies.
She loves it, right? Where are you, Patty? She was surrendered with about, I think, 4 other siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a few of them are doing very well. The other one's a little timid as well, but I'm sure every day coming out of her shell, once she starts to feel safe,
Sure.
I think she's starting to get that. So if you're looking for someone who's just going to run around the house and plop next to you immediately, this is not your girl. She's just going to need somebody who's got, slow hands, no fast movements, and then she'll come to you for plenty of loving. Are you on there? Can we see you?
Come on, get up in.
Not cooperating. There you go. There's Patty.
Side.
All right.
Does anyone have any questions about Patty?
Hi, Patty. Patty. Is she on
Yeah, her face is.
there? They're always challenging. Okay. No food issues as far as she's not really a big treat girl.
Mm-hmm.
I found one that she likes. That's the one I gave her before. A little picky with the food, so we're working that out. Trial and error. Right? Is she ready for a nap now? Hey, Patty.
Well, we'll give that to her. Doesn't look like any questions. So we'll move on to our next pup.
Good girl.
Books.
Nice little beagle.
So this is Brooks. He was just playing and everything, and now he just seems infatuated with looking out the window.
That's exactly where we left him last time.
Yeah, I just had to chase him out of the other room, say, come in here. So they said he's 3 to 5. I think he's a little younger. He gets playful. He was just playing with his squeak toy and his chew bone. He walks well on the leash, but he is a beagle, so he loves to sniff everything. He's even burrowing his nose in the snow, sniffing away. He does the cutest thing when you go to take him out on the leash. He comes over and he plops down and he lets you put the leash on him. He startles a little bit when you wake him. So if he's snoring away, you just got to gently arouse him if you need him to move off your lap or something. He snuggles. He will curl up on your lap. He's about 20 to 25 pounds, I'd say. He likes to be next to you. He does cry a bit when you put him in the crate at night, but he settles down quickly. I think in time he'll just get used to it more. I'm not sure about cats. I do not have cats, but there's a couple of stray cats in my neighborhood, and a couple of times he walked past them. Another time he tugged on the leash to go after them. He's friendly with other dogs. He likes to greet them and sniff them. I can say he loves men. My neighbors, whenever they're out there, he whines at the window. He wants to go say hello. He loves belly rubs. He likes his treats too. He does not bark a lot. It was funny. Last night he did wake up and he was barking because he woke up and saw himself in the mirror. So I think he thought it was another dog and got afraid. He's house trained, not one accident in the house. I've had him about 2 weeks. Playful, as I said. That's about it I could think of.
Got it. That looks like his chair.
Yeah, the cushion's on the chair. His bed is on the chair. That's to help boost him up to see out the window.
So funny.
Right, Blessy? Oh, he knows sit. He knows sit, paw, and of course you won't do it now. He knows sit, paw, no, stop. He does the cutest thing. He's kind of doing it now. He kind of tilts his head to the side when he's questioning something.
Like, I'm already sitting. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, but he'll totally turn his head to the side, like cock it to the side and look at you like, what's that? He does like being near you. I live alone, and he does follow me around from room to room. I work from home all day, and he sits right by me in the room that I work in. But he'll come out in the other room and check out what's going on in the window, or if he hears a dog barking. That's about it. Booksy.
So cute. Right, does anyone I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think he is a purebred beagle too. He's on the small side, but I think he is definitely pure.
Yeah, he definitely looks it. No guarantees. And again, we always say everyone can go once they adopt.
Yeah.
Test. That's always a lot of fun, especially with rescues. You'll be surprised by what you get back.
Yeah.
But yeah, does anyone have any questions about Brooks? He was found on the streets of Brooklyn, hence the name. Yes, that is why we named him Brooks. So he's had some adventures.
Maybe that's why he likes the snow. As I said, he will walk in the snow. He will run in the snow. He sticks his nose in the snow. He's got some nose. He just burrows it in there.
All right. Doesn't seem like we have any questions. Again, if anyone does, it's use the bottom right chat box on the screen, and we'll ask and answer any questions there. But right now we are going to move over to a video of one of our dogs who was unable to make it today, but we have one of his previous fosters on who can talk about him. There we go. Okay, hey Eric, I am just going to share my screen, and then you can give us a little bit of a download on Sawyer.
Okay. All right, so that's Sawyer. He's probably about a 60-pound dog. Good energy, but also really happy to chill out in the house and relax. He's very, very good in the house. No accidents. Quiet, doesn't really bark. Likes to be pet. Likes attention, but you can also send him on his way if he's if you have something to do, and he'll go lay down and relax. Loves his walks. Smells every square inch of the ground. Loves to be outside. He'll loves the snow. Runs around in the snow. Really, happy dog in general. Loves people. Anyone who approaches him, he's happy to, associate. Never had anyone that he's, been scared of or reacted negatively to. Sawyer is going to be going into a training program because he does have some, negative reactions to other dogs, which can make it difficult to walk him. Because he really gets worked up if we come across another dog. So he is going to be going into a training program, and we're looking for an adopter who, will help to continue that training. The trainer that that we're looking at feels he is very much trainable and, can be fixed. And I've had a dog in the past that had similar problems, and the training worked very well and we didn't have issues going forward. So we just need someone to, kind of have some faith in him, and someone who will, work with him. But outside of the dog, the other dog problems, he is an amazing animal. I've had him in my house a few different times. Unfortunately, I can't foster him right now because we just moved into a new house and we have a lot going on. Otherwise, he'd be with me because he's just really well behaved and a good boy in the house. And he'll make a great pet. I think he'll do well with pretty much anyone. He has energy, but he also doesn't require you to get him out that much. I used to take him out 4 times a day for a 10-minute walk or so, sometimes a little bit longer, but that was enough. He did his business, he got to sniff around, got a little exercise, and he wasn't demanding anything more than that. But I think for someone who has high energy and wants to get out, he'll go out for a couple mile walk, no problem as well.
Awesome.
And very good in the house. No, doesn't go into garbage, doesn't touch anything that he's not supposed to touch. He's really well behaved from that standpoint.
That's great. Okay, I'm gonna stop the screen share. Or does anyone have any questions about Sawyer? Eric would be happy to answer anything.
I think they estimate him at about 4 years old.
Got it. Yeah, he's a really good boy. I know we're eager to see him in a good.
And he's in boarding right now, which is a shame because there are other dogs around, so we know he's not loving that. So I'm really hoping we can get a commitment, to adopt, so we can get him into that training program, because I think it'll flip the switch and he'll be the perfect pet once he gets through that training.
Yes, and we're big fans of Tunjay, who's going to be training him over here. He does great work. So, all right. Well, there is Sawyer. Hopefully we'll see him in his home. All right. Well, then, thank you, Eric. We will move on to our next foster, Margot.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. So this is Margot. You can see that this is her her time of day for her nap. She's been outside this morning, running around and playing in the snow, and now she's chilling out on the couch. So she is a shepherd mix. I've had her for about a week now. She is about 50 pounds. And she has just got the sweetest temperament you ever want to see. She's very, very loving, and but also she can be sort of independent. If she loves to be around people, but there are times when she'll just decide she wants to go someplace more quiet in the house, and she just goes in that room and lays down and goes to sleep. She is house trained. We haven't had any accidents. She goes in the crate. We put her in the crate at night. She goes in willingly. She doesn't love it in there. She does cry for a while, but then she settles down and she stays in there. And she doesn't have any accidents in the crate. As I said, she has a super sweet temperament, but she hasn't been cat tested or kid tested. I really can't imagine that she would have a problem with kids, just because she does have such a sort of a calm temperament, but she hasn't been tested. She gets along amazingly well with our older dog, who is very usually grumpy with new fosters and doesn't always welcome them with open paws, because Margot doesn't sort of get in our dog's face. She's very respectful and gives our dog her space, but they do play together on my dog's terms. And so she's great that way. She definitely likes other dogs and gets along with them. She loves to play outside. She is playful. She loves the snow. She runs around. She is still got a lot of puppy qualities. Sometimes she'll be a little mouthy, but you just tell her no, and she gets it. We're teaching her sit, and she is picking that up pretty quickly. She's treat motivated, so that's helping with the training. She's good on the leash. She likes to take walks. She walks at a nice brisk pace. So if you want a walking partner, this girl is it. She doesn't do a lot of sniffing on the walks, but I'm not sure if that's a function of the fact that there's, so much snow. She's not getting a whole lot of sense to sniff, but she is a little skittish with loud noises and sudden movements. Those will sort of give her pause, and she'll be a little afraid for a minute, but she gets over it very quickly. And she loves to snuggle on the couch at night. I'll be sitting on this couch and she's right on my lap. She's just a sweet, sweet pup. So. And I'm sorry she's not more active, but I don't really, I could wake her up, but she looks so peaceful.
She really does. She's kind of like a little fox, just like curled.
Yes. Yeah. She's very compact. She's a nice size for a shepherd mix. She's not really big. And she likes the car. She goes in the car. She's no problems in the car. So that's Margot.
Got it. And yes, as you wrote in the chat, Margot and Patty were 2 of 5 dogs who were surrendered together.
Right.
Not bonded or anything, but they were surrendered together.
Yes.
Right. All right. Does anyone have any questions about Margot? Quiet crowd today.
Yeah. Yeah, she sounds like she has a similar personality to Patty. She's very, she's shy, but she's just super, super sweet.
Oh. All right. If no one else has any questions, then we'll move on to our last, certainly not least, foster today, Bo.
Hi.
Hello.
This is Bo. He is a 3-year-old hound mix. He is he has itchies right now, but he's a very good boy. He's house trained. He's good with dogs. I have a bunch of small dogs and large dogs. He's good with all. He is interested in cats, but he hasn't chased them. I'm sorry, he just came in from outside, so he's I think just getting the snow off him. So far he's been pretty good in the house. He is a large guy, so I would suggest that there's no small kids around him, just because he is still a little playful, and not that he would hurt them, but he would unintentionally probably like bump into them and they could fall over. So I would just be, mindful of that. Since he's big, he might pull when he, is on a lead. He still likes to play. He's energetic, but he's a really nice dog. He knows commands. He's just very sweet, and he has this really nice marking on his head. Just look at his face. He's a good boy. Yeah, but he's a big boy, so. But he's really cute. But that's Bo. I mean, he's just he's still young, so he's still got a little bit of energy. So he'll like some walks. He likes to play, but he does like as you can see, he does like to just nap and relax. But that's about it for Bo. But he's house trained.
He's a cutie.
Yeah, he's a good looking dog. And he's sweet.
Anyone have any questions about Bo?
Look at his face. Ooh.
So precious. Does not look like any questions. A lot of just keen observers this Sunday. Well, all right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This is everyone we have today. We'll be back next week, same time. If anyone is interested in any of these dogs, like I said earlier, please reach out to your adoption coordinator. If you've put an application in already, they can help you go from there. If you put in an application, you haven't heard from us yet, we're working on it. We'll be in touch as soon as we can. And if you haven't filled out an application yet, you can do so on our website, lcarescue.org. I realize it might be worth mentioning, even if you put an application and it wasn't for, say you were interested in Bo and it wasn't for Bo specifically, you don't have to put in another application for any of these dogs. Your application is, it still stands. All right. But I guess that is it for today. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful Valentine's Day. See you next Sunday.